Hello guys, welcome back again with me. So in this video, I will give you some presentation and practice about network system administration. In the last video, I was giving you some learning material about management user and group. And now I will give you some presentation and practice about controlling access to file. So let's go to the video. So in the chapter 13, which is controlling access to file, I will give you some material about basic Linux permission, user group order, change ownership using chown, and then change permission, chmod, and then execute permission, review chmod, and then chmod using number, like for execute it is hash number 1, for write it is 2, and read it is 4. So it is like 1 times 2 it is 2, and 2 times 2 and it is 4. And I will practice about chown and chmod on directory. So for the first one, it is basic Linux permission. So in the basic Linux permission, there is a permission like read. For in the file, it is to open some file, but for the directory it will shows the list of the file of the directory. And for the write, in the file it is used to modify, and in the directory it is used for create or delete. And for the execute, it is giving a permission to execute. For file it is to run some file, but for the directory is we can change the directory that we are open right now. And the next one, it is user group order. So in here I will open my Debian. I will open it in the terminal. In here I will show you what is user group order in the Debian. We're using lsminl. So in here there is like min_rw, and then min_r, and then min_r. So for the first one, it is for the user, which is min_rw. It is user. It has a permission to read and also write. So for the a.txt, it is have for the user have a permission to read and write the a.txt file. And for the other, the second one, it is group, which is in here agi. It is have a permission to read. And the last one, the third one, r, it is other. So other have a permission to read the file of a.txt. So for example, there is rwx. So for the d, that means it is a directory. So this user, which is agi, have an access to read, write, and then also run on this directory, which is rwx. And the next one, there is wxr. It is write, execute, and then read. So agi have a permission to write, execute, and read for this directory. And for the group, it is the second one, have a permission to execute and also to read inside of this directory. And for the last one, it is only x. It is for the other, which is this 4096. It is have a permission to only execute this directory. And for the next one, there is change ownership. It is ch on. So for example, I want to make the a.txt the ownership of a.txt into the gr2. But before I practice it, I will explain it a little bit. So for the change ownership, it is used if you want to change the ownership of some file or some directory. And I will just practice it. So for the a.txt, the AGI have the ownership of a.txt, and in here I want to change the ownership of a.txt into gr2. So to use it, you can use ch on. Oh yeah, I forget, you have to go into the root. You have to if you want to use ch on and then chmod and etc., you have to in the user of root, and then the password is this. And I want to wait, sorry guys, so in here I want to change this a.txt ownership into gr2. To use it, you can use ch on the own, and then the name of the user that you want to move it, the ownership, which is I want to make the gr2 as the owner of this file. It is this one, then this, and then you can add the group of the gr2, which is I want to edit group 1, then the name of the file that you want to change the ownership, which is a.txt. But before I run it, I want I want to see the group of the gr2 to make sure it is using id and then gr2. Yeah, it is right, which is group 1. Oh sorry, I forget to add this one in here, group 1. And then after that, you can just enter it. You can see in here for the a.txt have the ownership of AGI user and then also the group of AGI. Then I will enter it, and if I check again right now for the a.txt, the ownership of a.txt, it is changed into gr2 user and then the group 1. So for AGI user right now cannot change or read cannot edit the file of the a.txt. So if you want to modify or change the file inside of a.txt, you have to in the user of gr2, because the ownership of this file it is on the gr2 and also group 1, and because AGI user is not in the group 1, it is not in the group 1, I don't know, in here groups AGI, it is not in the group 1, so for the AGI user cannot edit this file. But I forget, I haven't add the w in here. So for this file, it is only gr2 that can modify this file. So for example, in here I will go into AGI user, and if I try to edit a.txt, it will be error while a.txt is unreadable. So for example, I want to add that one, then Y, and then enter. It will error because the AGI user is not have a permission to edit this file because the ownership of the file is in GR2. And in here I will login into the GR2. Wait guys, and in here I will login GR2 and ls-l, and in here I will try to edit this file using nano and then a.txt. And for example, I want to add gr, then Ctrl X and then Y, and as you can see right now a.txt has been modified. Because right now I'm in the GR2 user, because this file is only can be modified by this user. So that is the function of change ownership. And the next one, it is change permission. So in here I will add the W into the group. So for group 1, can edit this file. So in here it is using chmod. I have to go into the root again, and then I will to add the permission in here using W, you can use chmod and then the G. For group it is using G and then plus, because I want to add the permission, and then I want to add writable or W, and then after that it is the name of the file, which is a.txt. So this command, it is it will add a permission in here to the group. So in here it will be changed into RW, and then also R for the order. I will tell you guys again. For the first one it is user, the second one it is group, and for the last one it is order. I will, in this syntax, it is I will add the permission of writable or write into the group on the file of a.txt, and I will just enter it. And right now if you see using ls-l, right now for the group 1 have a permission to edit or modify this file a.txt, and right now I will add the AGI user into the group 1 using command of /usr/sbin and /group add user mode, and then -ag group 1 and then the user, and I will check it again ID AGI, and right now AGI user is in the group 1, as you can see, group 1. So right now for the AGI and then GR2 have a permission to modify this file. I will login into AGI user. I will try edit a.txt, and as you can see I can edit this file right now. And as you can see right now For the AGI user is can edit the a.txt because the AGI user is in the group 1, and for the group 1 is have an access to modify this file, which is the second one. But I will try using gr1. Wait guys. So for the gr1, it is not include on the any group in here. As you can see, for the gr1 is not include in the group 1, and I will try to edit this file from gr1 that is not in the group 1. I will so and then gr1. Sorry if my explanation is complicated guys. And then I will try to edit the file of a.txt, and as you can see it is not writable. I will try to add again lagi, and then Ctrl X and then W and then enter, and as you can see it is error because the gr1 user is not in the group 1. Sorry guys, I will repeat my explanation. So for the gr1 is not in the group 1, and also it is not the user gr2 because the a.txt it's only giving an access to the user of gr2 and also the group of group 1, and group 1 has a member of gr2 and also AGI. But for the gr1 it is not include on this group. As you can see in here, for the gr1 is not in the group 1, so that's why the gr1 is cannot edit the file inside of the a.txt. So that is the change permission, and I will try to sorry, forget it. Wait, I will go to the root again, and the next one I will practice the execute permission. So for the execute permission, it have a function to run some file or some syntax on some file. So to use it in here, I will make the file of that I will run later or I want to execute, but in the Linux it is not using txt extension. So in Linux it is using sh extension. In here I will type nano and then test.sh, and then in here I will type echo and then hello world. I will just type it 1, and then I will save it. And right now I have a file named test.sh, and it is only so for the AGI user is not when I run this file using like this, it will be permission denied because the AGI user is doesn't have an access, the AG user doesn't have an access to run this file or to execute this file. And as you can see, there is only read and write. And I will add an permission to run this file. First, I have to go into the root again. In here, I will add the X or the extension of the permission of execute to user, and then group, and also other. In here, I will use I will change the group into group 1. Oh, I don't need it. Chmod, and then WAU, and then X, and then name of the file, test, and enter. And then I will add the permission to execute this file to the group and also to the other. So later, for the user, for the GR1 and GR2 can run or execute this file. I will check it again. And right now, for the test SH, for the other user and group have a permission to execute the file. As you can see, there is X right now. To run it, you can use dot and then slash and the name of the file, which is test.sh. As you can see, right now it has been run. Oh yeah, I will try in the AG user first. I will use test. Test.sh. As you can see, it is the execute permission has been successful in the AG user. And the next one, I will try in the GR1. So GR1. I will check the GR1 first. The GR1. And as you can see, for the GR1 is not included on the AG group. As you can see, for test.sh is on the group AG, and for the GR1 is not in the group of AG. But because for the other, which is this one, it have a permission to execute the file. So that means for this file test.sh can be executed by other user like GR1 and GR2. It should be work. I will try again, and then test.sh. As you can see, it's successful to be get run. So that is the function of execute permission, which is X. And the next one, I will practice the review chmod. And in here, I will practice on the b.txt. So there is some parameter that you can use to use chmod, like minr, to add the read, and then w plus w, it is have a function to add the write permission, and the last one, it is plus x, it is to add the permission of execute. And if you want to remove a permission in some user group or other, you can use negative parameter. So for the plus parameter, it is used when you want to add an permission, but if you want to remove some permission, you can use negative instead. And for the user, it is U, and then for the group it is G, and for the other it is O. And I will practice it in here. For example, I want to add W and then write and also read or full access on the user of Agi on the b.txt. I will practice it using, oh yeah, I forget, I have to in the root again. Oh, sorry, wrong password guys. I will use chmod and then U plus. I'm using U because I want to add to make this Agi user to have full access, and then that means R, W, and also X, RWX, and then the name of the file b.txt, and then enter. And if I check again, right now for the user of Agi have permission full access for the b.txt. And the next one, for example, if I want to add full access on all of the user group and also other, you can use like this. For full access of the group, in here I will make the Agi group have a full access to this b.txt file. That means it is chmod G and then RWX and then the name of the file, then enter. And for the other, it is, that means O, then enter. And if I check again, ls min l, right now the user group and also other have a full access to this file. As you can see in here, RWX. So for the Agi user and then Agi group and also the other have a full access to this file. And for example, if you want to remove some permission, you can use negative instead. So in here I will try to remove write and also execute on the other on this file b.txt. So you can use chmod and then O because I want to remove the access on the other, then negative, I want to remove write and also execute. That means O negative WX, and then the name of the file, and enter. And if I check again, right now for the other is only have an access to read the file of b.txt. And I will try also to remove the write and also execute on the group. You can use like this, chmod G W and negative WX b.txt, because I want to remove an access to write and also execute on the Agi group on the b.txt file. I will enter it again and then ls min l, and as you can see right now for the group Agi and also the other is only have a access to read the file of b.txt. So that is the function of review mode, which is a parameter of plus or negative, or U for user, G for group, and O for other. And the next one, it is chmod using number. So for example, I will practice again in the c.txt. So I want to make the Agi have full access and Agi user have full access and the group have full access again, but for the other is only have an access to run or to execute. So in here you can use chmod, and then the first one, which is c.txt, in here I want to make the Agi user have full access. That means execute, write, and read. So you can add this one. 1 plus 2 it is 3, and 3 plus 4 it is 7. So in here 7, and then wait, I will change for the example, and for the group one, for the group I want to make it only have permission to execute and also read. So that means it is 1 plus 4, which is 5. It is group. For the second one is group, and for the other I just want to make it has a permission to execute. That means it is only 1. Then in the name of the file, which is c.txt, then if I enter it right now, if I check for the user, it should be have full access, and for the group it will have read and also you will have an access to read and also execute, but for the other it will only have execute permission. And as you can see right now, it is right like what I've been set, which is for the user it has a permission to full access, and for the group is why is only have an access to like this. Wait, I forget how to say it, guys, sorry. And for the, I think it is this one, Rx. So for the group it has a permission to read and also to execute, and for the other is only have an access to execute the file. So that is the function chmod using number. For the execute it is 1, write it is 2, and for the read it is 4. And for the next one I will practice the chown and chmod on the some directory. I will clear it first. So in here I have a directory of dir.a. As you can see, it is in here D. So if for the chown, it is the same like what I've been practiced earlier. It is chown, and then I want to make this dir.a into the gr2 user and the group one group. So I can use chown, then gr2, and then group one, and then the name of the directory dir.a, and then enter. And right now if I check the dir.a, for the ownership has been moved into the gr2 user and also the group one group. And if you check again, it is only change the directory or the specific participant that you've been type in here. But for example, because in the dir.a ls, wait, dir a, it has a file in here a.txt, b until c.txt. It's only get change, the ownership is only get change the dir a and not with the file inside of dir a, because if you only type like this chaon gr2 group 1 and then dir a, it is only change the ownership of dir a but not with the file inside of the dir a. Wait, I will check in here dir a, and as you can see for the a until c.txt the ownership is still on the agi user. So to also change the ownership of the file in here which is inside the dir a, you can use -r in here, -r like this, chaon -r gr2 group 1 dir a and enter. And if you check again in here right now for the all the file and the directory which is dir a and also the file inside of dir a, the ownership has been moved into the gr2 and also group 1. And for the next one, it is chmod on the directory. It is almost the same like the I've been practiced earlier. So in here you can use chmod and then it is still the same like before. For example, I want to change, wait, I will clear it first and then ls-l. I want to change the permission of the group into the full access. That means you can use chmod and then g plus in here vrx write, read and also execute and then dir a, then enter. And if I check again, like now the group have full access. And as you can see right now, after I add the full access on the group, and as you can see right now for the group have a full access in here, but it is also the same like the case on the chaon. For the file inside of the dir a is not get changed. Yeah, I will continue again. So as you can see in here for the group on the dir a have a full access, but as you can see in here for the group on a until c.txt, the group doesn't have an access on full access. So to make sure when you add this syntax which is on the group, it will have a full access for the dir a and also the file inside of the dir a, you can use -r, and that means it is, wait, I will use -help first. So as you can see for the -r, it is recursive, change files and the directory recursively. So that means it will change the file, the directory, and also it will change the file inside of that directory. And if I check, if I enter this, if I check ls-l for the group have a full access, and if I check the dir a, as you can see for the group is in here is also have full access. So that is the practice of the chaon and also chmod on the directory. So that is my video. Sorry if there's any mistake or some misunderstanding. And if there's a sorry if my speech is complicated or my explanation is complicated, and if you want to ask something, you can just type it on the comment and I will answer it. So thank you for your attention and see you next time, guys. Bye bye.